Hey Patreons, welcome back to our channel. I am so excited you guys are joining me for yet another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about a movie that I guess I stumbled upon this movie. It wasn't a movie that I was actually like anticipating, like a movie that I was kind of like, I guess prepped for or whatever. It was more so like a movie where I saw it because I think another movie that I went to see hadn't started and I didn't really want to leave and go home and come back, so I was like, okay, to buy time I'd rather just go in and see this movie and then afterwards we'll go in and see. So I ended up paying for like 2 movies that night. But the movie that I am talking about is Alita, and I want to give you guys my first reaction of the movie and then kind of tell you my opinion of the movie once I did actually see it. So when I got to the movies and I was kind of browsing through the menu to see what the movie would potentially be about, it was very little there. You know, as you know, when you get to the movies, all they have is like a billboard of the movies, and then they have like a list of what may or may not be going on with the movie and what's actually coming to the theaters soon. So when I was making my selection, I only had very few. I think I maybe had 2 or 3 selections to choose from as I had to wait for my current movie that I actually did go to the movies for to start. So I went ahead and just chose this movie, Alita, and it was, I would say, a really good movie. And I actually thought, okay, let's rewind. I didn't know much about it. I chose it just because I wanted to buy time. When I actually saw the movie, and what little I did know about the movie, my first impression was I thought it would be like an Arnold Schwarzenegger slash robot type movie with regards to like Total Recall or something along those lines. So I don't know why I thought that, but that's what I thought this movie was kind of going to be about. But when I actually got inside and the movie started playing through, I actually kind of was thrilled to see that it was a totally different storyline, but kind of the same concept with regards to having robots. So the themes that I did like, there were several themes in there, but the one that stood out the most and I thought was excellent, because I did take my son to see this movie with me, was the fact that whenever the robot went to live with the guy who purchased, spoiler alert if you haven't watched the movie, I will be spoiling it, but again, once she went to live with the guy who found her, the boy who I guess grew to potentially, I guess, like her and want to try to pursue some type of relationship with her, was kind of not so sincere. So if you watch the movie and see the movie, you'll understand where I'm going with that. I kind of like how the director and the writers played on that, because in the end I like what the end result ended up being, because if it hadn't been like that, it was almost like fate is always at play, in my opinion, in regards to weighing your heart. And that guy was like, I thought he was real good in the beginning, but I had like a little bit of reservation about myself for his character. As the movie rolled on and played, I got to see who he truly was, and then once he came down to make the decision, it kind of guided me into the right mindset of who I thought he would be. So when push came to shove, he kind of just did what most unconcerned, insincere individuals would do. And I'm not going to spoil that part of the movie. Not going to spoil really too much of the movie. You'll have to see it, but I hope I'm explaining enough to make you intrigued by it. I think it still is in theaters, but Marcus, is it still in theaters? I think, yeah, it's still in theaters. So if you guys have the opportunity to check it out, check it out. It is a really good movie. It has really good themes in it. I think that the concepts and the themes, again, that surround the whole concept of the movie, which what I described wasn't the overall concept of the movie. You'll see it has, again, several different themes and stuff, but the one that I liked, that kind of stood out the most, that I was kind of glad even afterwards when I talked with my son about it, he kind of pulled that theme out as well, like, Mom, why he did her like that, blah 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 blah, in the end this would happen to him. So like I said, I was kind of happy that they had that theme in it with layers and layers. Like, I like a layered movie, one that comes with a lot of moral lessons and things of that nature. So this is definitely that type of movie. It is also a political movie, in my opinion, because as you guys know, with the age of technology becomes more prevalent in our society and in the world today, with us using advanced technology and going into the different stages of usage, our world is ever changing. So I think it gives us a kind of current day perspective on what's actually going on right now and potentially in the near future. So I really like that movie, and for it to be a movie that I wasn't actually going to see, I was kind of glad that, you know, I end up watching it. So it's a movie that I can, you know, highly recommend that you guys check out if you're into, you know, robot style movies, and you are looking kind of just for something that's kind of serious but fun at the same time, because I did find myself laughing here and there. So I did like it had more serious points though than laughing, but it was I would say a mixed emotion movie. So one that, again, like I said, I eventually like, and I'm kind of glad, you know, I was guided into seeing that prior to seeing the movie that I did go and see. Now, the movie that I did go, what movie did we go see that day that we was trying to see, Alita? Oh, I know what it was, What Men Want. So I'll do a movie review on that, and that movie review will be coming up soon. So if, again, you guys are in the into movies and you're looking for a new movie that is out and you're wondering about Alita, like I said, we did go see it and I really enjoyed it. It's a movie that I would highly recommend, and I would give it 4 stars out of 5. I would give it 4 stars. What would I think that it would need? After seeing it and watching it, I would think that I would have wanted to see more African American characters in it. I would have wanted the storyline to be written more along the lines of, well, not really, because I don't think the storyline needed to change. I would say more diversity. I'm not going to even just say African American, because there were not only African Americans there. So I'm just going to say that I would have liked to see more diversity. So apart from that, I think that other than that, and maybe a few other things, but that has to do again with the writing and the actual intentions behind the movie, and I don't really want to change the creative work and idea of somebody else. But if I had to critique it and say what it is that I would actually have liked to see, again, it would be more diversity in the movies. And I think that's just always all the way across the board. The more inclusivity and the more diversity that is had by all races, everybody included, regardless of what the moral motive of the movie is, I think it kind of touches everybody in a certain way, and it gives the movie a more meaning. So I really like that movie. And somebody said it was a book. I don't know, I read somebody's review online written review where they said it was a book. So I would be interested in reading a book on that movie. If you see the movie, you'll understand why. But if there is a book, and I'll definitely check, because I did think I checked, but I couldn't actually find it. But I'll check again, and if it is, I'll potentially read it and give you guys a book review on it as well. But for now, I haven't seen one and came across it. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this review. And if you are in the market again to decide whether or not you want to go to the movies for entertainment, or you want to read or you want to find out what's the next good book, then I hope that this movie recommendation was one that you consider, or the previous movie recommendation. I'll leave the previous movie recommendation down in the description box below. There will be more videos up and coming, guys. I just got back from vacation. I can't wait to do a video on that and tell you guys all about that. I also have a haul to go along with that, so be on the lookout for that video. It'll be up in the next, I'll say, 2 or 3 days or so. And then we have a giveaway, another giveaway coming up soon. So we got a lot going on in the literary parlor. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Subscribe, and yes, there are more videos coming as I continue to build this channel. I appreciate all that who have been sticking with me, watching my videos, sharing my videos, and recommending others come to my channel. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye. Don't forget to watch my other videos, Patreon. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.